Hi Daria, I hope you're good. I just want to say I'm really proud of you for doing all your schoolwork. I know it's harder to do it at home when you're not in school, but keep up the good work because you're making me so happy and so proud. And I definitely have um, a little present for you soon because I'm just so thrilled to hear all the good work you're doing. Okay, so today I'm just going to have a little look at your maths with you. Um, so I'm just going to change the screen now and put it onto the page you're doing. So you're doing regrouping, but regrouping with three numbers, okay? So you're used to doing it with two numbers, but you'll be fine. Not much difference in doing it with three numbers. So we're just going to look at a little video to show you how to do it. So one squirrel has collected 16 nuts, the next squirrel has collected 14 nuts, and the last squirrel, the third squirrel, has collected 23 nuts. So we have to add all those three numbers to see how many nuts they have all together. So you'll be doing this in a minute. You'll be writing out the three numbers, keeping them on top of each other nice and neatly. Tens on top of the tens and units under the units. We always, 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 no matter what kind of sum it is, start with adding the units. So 6 and 4, you know that's a friendly number. 6 and 4 makes 10, and 3 more is 13. 10 and 3 is 13. So 13 is too big to put over here, too many units, so I need to regroup. Keep the 3 units, but I need to bring the 10 over to the 10 side. Okay, and then I will have 2 and 1 is 4, and the one I brought over will be 5. Okay, and see they drew it in there for me after. You must draw it in, okay? Don't forget to do that part. Okay, and we'll go out of that now and we'll just have a look at the page. So that's another example. How many nuts have these squirrels? 31. So we put 31 in here because he is in the first box. This Sammy has 25, so we put 25 in the second box. And Sadie has 16, so we put 16 in the third box. That's very difficult to add up three numbers like that, so that's why we put them on top of one another like this. And we add the units. 5 and 6 is 11, and one more is 12. So they put the 2 in the units place. They kept the 2 there, but they had to regroup and bring 10 over to the 10 side. So they drew in that little 10 there. Don't forget to do that. And then they added 3, and 2 is 5, and 1 is 6, and the one you brought over, don't forget it, is 7. So 72. These three squirrels all together collected 72. Okay, and then you're going to do them. So Fiona scored 13 points in a camogie match. Lily scored 16 and Ava scored 12. How many points did they score all together? So you'll be writing in Fiona scored 13, Lily scored 16, and Ava scored 12. How much is that all together? I don't know. That's lots of big numbers to add up, so I'll put them over here. 13 and 16 nice and neatly, and 12. Okay, all the tens and the tens, units under the units. And then I start by adding my units. 6 and 3 is 9, and 2 more is 11. So I can write 11 over here if I want, just have a look at it. Okay, need to regroup that. That's too many units, too big to stay here. So I'm going to leave the 1 unit and carry over the 10. Okay, over to the 10 side, and then you need to add all those 10s together, and don't forget the one you brought over. Okay, and you'll do that for seeing how many scones are baked here all together, how many blackberries are picked here all together. And then you have to make up a little story. So 17 and 25 and 34 equals 76. So you could make up a little story, something like Daria had 17 sweets and Miss Walsh had 25 and Lily had 34. How many did they have all together? Something like that, okay? That's your maths for today. And now I'm just going to have a little look at our English for today as well, okay? just get up the screen there now, and you're going to be reading our superstar. So I'm going to read it, and then you're going to read it, and you're going to do the questions in A. Okay, so we'll just have a look at the questions first, because it's a good idea to read the questions so you know what you're looking for when you're reading the story. So 1, what is the sun? 2, how far is the sun from Earth? 3, what do plants use sunlight for? 4, what did people notice about the sun long ago? And 5, what would the Earth be like without the sun? Okay, so I'm going to read it now, and you can follow along, and then I want you to read it after. I see a giant bright ball in space. It is 200 million kilometers from Earth. Do you know what it is? It is a star called the sun. Nothing could survive without it. Earth would be lifeless. Plants need the sun to grow. They use light from the sun to make their food. Then we eat the plants to get our food. We also get some food from animals, but those animals got their food by eating plants too. So all our food depends on the sun. Okay, so we all need the sun to live. Even long ago, people knew that the sun was really important. They noticed that nature rested when the sun went down. They were thankful when the sun came up each morning. It helped their crops to grow. It's the food and plants they are growing. We also need the sun for heat and light. The sun warms Earth's air, water, and land. It also warms you. You feel warm when you stand in the sun. You feel cooler when you move to a shady place. Without the sun, the earth would be a cold, dark place. The sun really is our superstar. Okay, and so I just want you to read that and then read the questions again and answer the questions, and look back at the story if you're not sure, and the answer will be in the story somewhere. Okay. Well done, Daria, and keep up that good work, and Mom will let me know how you're getting on, and I'll chat to you soon. Bye.